All right, Greg. Just wanted to have a bit of a chat with you about actually what we talked during your appraisal
Mm.
um, about your sale target. You asked actually to have a chat with me, like you feel a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Um, what's going on?
Um, Look, I'll be honest up front. I've always worked in customer service. I've never worked in sales. It's not my forte. I don't enjoy it. Um, Jeff was nice enough, pleasant enough, showing me points, etc. Um, it's just not my cup of tea. Sales.
Yeah. So obviously, you haven't reached your sale target. But we can tell actually like there's a little bit of an unsatisfactory performance for you. Lately, we did have actually some not good feedback from the customer. Your name has been mentioned actually in a negative way on a survey. We've noticed as well that you're calling sick and you didn't provide any doctor certificate. It's been noticed that instead of taking 20 minutes tea break, you took 30 minutes and with no excuse. You did have an argument actually with Bianca the other day in front of the customer. The reception manager has to send you home because it looked like actually you hadn't slept all night and you were smelling alcohol. You were checking your phone during your working hours. You turned up late, so I just want to have a chat with you about what's going on.
Well, like I said, sales isn't my forte. It's something I don't find easy. And it's something that doesn't come natural to me. I'm all about customer service. And before this was reiterated to me, as you said, I was performing extremely well. So I'm just wondering. Look, I'd love to work behind the service desk and check in. I think that's right up my alley. I think I'd excel at that. Yes, okay, I've slipped up in the last month, and I should have been improving. But
Well, how did you go with Jeff? I mean, like, we team you up actually with Jeff. How did you go?
look, I find it really tedious following someone around and just pretending. And I'm looking at him doing customer service, and he's good, but he's not as good as me. But he's really. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
But he's really good at sales. And I kept on looking at him saying, yeah, you're good at sales, but your customer service isn't that much chop, and he's been here for like 5 years.
But did you learn something about the sale?
Yeah, I did. It's just that because he didn't have much passion for what I've got a passion for, it was a bit hard to actually take on board the sales aspect of it because I didn't respect his customer service aspect.
What about the courses on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I mean, once again, it was sales. You know, turning around and opening, ending questions, etc., etc. I find that comes natural to customer service, but I'm just not a salesperson.
Right.
But that's why I'm thinking I'd be great for the check-in reception desk.
Okay. You know that actually, like, if you want to change department, like everybody has to have multi skills. That can be something I can look at for it. But you need basically to show me first that you are able to do actually to reach your sale target if you want to move to a different department.
Well, it's just sales targets in the reception customer service desk.
There's a little bit of sale, you know, when you have the customer calling for a room, if you can basically sell
Okay.
a bit more expensive room rather than a standard.
Okay.
There's a little bit of sale, so that's what actually I'm saying to you. Would be good actually for you to get on skills and also confidence. I mean, like selling, it's not necessarily something like you take money away from the people. Maybe actually the people are happy to pay a lot of money for a great experience, you know? So what I'm thinking is we're going to lower your sale target for this month again, and I just want you to prove me that you're able to reach that target, and then maybe you can move on to the reception area. You said actually like being with Jeff wasn't something you liked. The training session wasn't very something you liked on LinkedIn.
It wasn't hugely beneficial for me. Maybe it was the courses I chose. Could you suggest some that may?
Well, what I'm thinking, like we do have actually some employees that are not very keen on learning online. Like everybody has different way of learning, and what I'm thinking of is more like getting a proper trainer, actually, on the side, and then you can have them one-on-one with a trainer, and then you can have actually like if you struggle for anything or if you have any question, he will be here or she will be here to answer to your question to make sure that you get the skills. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's a different. Look, I'm willing to do that. Something different. Like I said, butting up with Jeff walking around the hotel, I felt a bit demeaned, and I think the other staff were maybe looking at him saying, "What's happening?" With myself, because I lost my passion for it. From what you've just read me with the feedback, etc., that's the outcome for that. I understand you were trying to help me to get the sales target, and I maybe I should have been upfront with you during our catch-ups regarding it wasn't quite working. But I'm happy to try anything, so I really do love working here.
Right. So what I'm going to do, definitely, I'm going to book actually a trainer for you. At least you can get some skills. You're going to develop your sales skills. There's also something I want to do with you is to make sure that that behavior doesn't happen again.
Fair enough.
Because actually you represent the Blue Mountain Resort, and I don't want any staff having an argument in front of the guests or other issues that I've mentioned before. In that regards, some action will be taken if it happens again.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
What would those actions be?
Well, you're going to be monitored for the next 4 weeks.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're calling sick, you need to provide a doctor certificate. You need to respect the schedule for your tea break, turning up on time. If you have a late night, please make sure you do it during your day off, not when you have to work the next day.
Fair enough.
Okay. Checking your phone, you know actually the rules. We're not allowed to check our phones during working hours. And yeah, I want to see your name again on the customer service survey saying like Greg exceeded, right? And I'm sure you can do it, absolutely.
I know I can do it. My previous roles before working here, yes, I did get accolades from customers and colleagues. And I realise sales is a big part of most roles. It's just something that I don't feel comfortable in enforcing on someone. But what you said, it doesn't have to be about forcing something on them. It actually could enhance their stay, and that's maybe a mindset that I should actually look at.
Exactly, because people can spend a lot of money on a great experience, you know. Have you ever spent some money on a great experience? Like you said, oh, I don't care, it's too expensive, but I want to do it.
True, that's very true.
That's right. So you never know, you just need to offer to the customer and maybe convince the customer as well to pay that thing. But at the end of the day, you might have actually like a great feedback from the customer from a great experience. So I'm just going to sum it up now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna meet up every week for the next 4 weeks, just to monitor your behavior at work. I'm sure you can do it because you're a smart boy, and it's just probably you didn't like the pressure from the sitting bit.
I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to being put in that situation. That didn't help. And once again, I should have come to you during our catch-ups, but I thought I could.
You know
actually
that I'm
turn
always
around.
here.
Yeah, and I do. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Yeah, okay, I'll definitely turn that around, and I appreciate getting a trainer in or someone for me to actually learn off one by one. Am I the only person performing like this at the moment?
It's confidential.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything about anybody else. What I'm gonna suggest for the moment, because that's a lot to take in, we're gonna give you actually 2 days off
Okay.
with your weekend, because you're not working actually next weekend. So we're gonna give you the Friday and the Monday. I just want you to go back home and to think of your role, to think of how great you are with the people and what else you can bring to the people, because you say actually you love the contact with the people, but by selling something you can make them feel better.
Yeah, and I've got to change that mindset towards that.
It's just like you not taking the money from the people, it's just providing a great experience to the people. Okay, so over those 4 days I just want you to rethink of your role, how you can do that, and I'm sure actually you're going to be very good at it. Okay,
Yeah, I'm definitely willing to take that on board. So are we starting this from like next Monday?
no, because you're going to be off.
Of course, yes. Okay.
No, we're going to start on Tuesday. Okay, so from Tuesday, I'm going to get the trainer, so that's going to give you like a proper perspective. So you're going to be trained during your working hours, so you don't have to be scared of like, no, I have to work more or something. No, it's during your working hours, so you're going to have that training session. I think it's going to go for 4 hours. If you have any questions, if you have any struggle not understanding anything, the trainer will be here to answer. And if you need, after that we can catch up, and if you need more training, we can rebook that guy or that girl, I don't know, for you to get more things. And if you really want to move on to the reception department, you will have to reach your self-target just to prove us that you are capable of
No, that's fair enough.
achieving your goal.
That's fair enough. Well, look, thanks so much for being understanding. And look, from what you've read out to me, yes, I definitely did slip up in those weeks. I promise it won't happen again. It's not like me to do that. I had a difficult time over these 4 weeks. I'm just not used to getting negative feedback. I know you gave me lots of positive. Just not reaching the sales target, and I really realised following Jeff around just wasn't my cup of tea. So thank you for being understanding, giving me another way of learning and doing the
But
job.
would it be another staff member actually you would like to shadow as well? Not necessarily
Well, if
Jeff.
I did, I'd be at reception.
You want to be in reception, okay.
So, okay, I'll ask the question. Is there anyone in reception that's a really good salesperson that I could shadow for maybe just 1 day a week?
Yeah, well, yeah, we have actually a couple of staff, yeah, that's
And I mean, I could help
really
them.
good.
I could help them with filing or computer check-in or key retrieval, anything like that as well, and then maybe pick up on the sales techniques at the reception desk.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna write it down. That's definitely something we can do. I'm thinking actually of Angela. Angela is really good, and she's also very good at explaining to people. You know, when we have actually some prac students for their diploma in tourism, like she's taking care of them. Okay, So I'm going to team up with Angela. I'm going to check the roster first and see actually if you're on the same shift. But definitely Tuesday morning we're going to do the trainer, and then from Wednesday, if you're on the same shift, you can be with Angela.
Great. Okay. I'll wake up completely fresh on Tuesday mornings. It seems like you're giving me a whole fresh start.
That's what I want, and you deserve it, because actually you're a great worker. You bring so much actually to the hotel, so you deserve that, okay? But I don't want to see that behavior again.
Yeah, no, you won't see it again. And thanks so much for the support.
Okay.
Really appreciate it.
And don't worry, everything is going to stay confidential.
I'd appreciate that too, Joe. It's a bit
Okay.
embarrassing.
All right.
Okay.
If you don't have any more question, any more concern, you know where to find me, okay?
Thanks again.
All right. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you, John.